Hey, what's up? I wanted to upload small guide for the settings on the infotainment. I'm not an expert on the unit yet. I've only had the Emzoom R-Style for about 4 months, so I'm still learning. But so far, here's what I learned. Okay, so settings. Let's start with the network settings and Bluetooth options. So the auto connect option, when enabled, just lets your most recently connected device to reconnect again via Bluetooth. And then the auto sync phone book lets your contact list sync, so you can browse your phone book using the infotainment. Once you press this call button here, that's the only way I've tried it, but once you press the button here, your contact list should appear right here. Then everything's kind of self-explanatory, just shows you a list of paired devices. Kind of great way to see who rode your car and connected. And then here on the device list is where you can add an Apple CarPlay device. Alright, and then let's go to audio settings. The system sound option is basically the sound mixer. The sound mixer where you can adjust things like the bass and the treble. And then this option right here is for sound isolation. You just point that where you want the sound to isolate to. And then on the interactive sound is where you can change the type of sound you hear whenever you fiddle with your entertainment. It's just right here. Alright, and then let's go to the smart drive settings. So the speed alarm option just gives off an alarm sound when you reach a certain speed that you set the option to. Personally, I don't use it because it can be quite annoying. You can just adjust the speed here where you want the sound to go off of. And the driving memory right here lets the car use the last driving mode you used before turning your engine off, so that it doesn't always start on eco mode. And then let's go to the Adigo Active Assist Safety. For the forward collision warning, for the forward collision warning, is the alarm sound when the car senses that you may hit something in front of you. And then the forward collision warning distance is where you choose when that alarm happens. So there are three options: far, middle, near. Personally, I go for middle because of the driving environment here in the Philippines. And then active braking assist is actually a great feature. If the car determines that you can't press the brake pedal on time and you're about to hit something, the car will brake for you. Don't panic though, because when this happens, the brake pedal will really press deep near the floor and you'll hear a cranking sound. That's when you know the feature did its job. And then lane departure assist is where the driving feature, where the car stays inside the lane markings on the road. This option also has other ways to access it. I think, yeah, right here. And it's also on the steering wheel right here. Okay, so I would only use this feature if I'm using the adaptive cruise control, as the lane keeping assist kind of takes control of the steering wheel. But that doesn't mean you can take your hands off of the steering wheel. The feature will stop if the car senses you're not holding the steering wheel. So yeah, I have another video showing an example of that, so just check out my channel. And then here, the speed limit recognition, it also has other access points if you want to turn it on. Right here. It will basically read speed limit signs on the road and follow it. Again, I only advise this paired with the adaptive cruise. It's just my opinion because I feel safer that way. So please correct me if I'm wrong. Then let's move to driving assistance. The forward distance display is where the instrument cluster shows you an icon of the vehicle in front of you and its distance from you. So I think yeah, this is the one. When you're driving, you can actually see an icon of a motorcycle, a truck, a car, or whatever, and then it'll also show you how far you are from it. And the intelligent collision avoidance. I personally haven't used this, but from the looks of it, it's only active if you're using the lane keeping assist feature. Apparently, you can the car can also detect vehicles from your side coming into your lane. Now let's move to body accessories and exterior lighting settings. The intelligent high beam lets the car determine based on certain driving and environmental conditions to switch from high beam and low beam. So that's kind of good, but I personally don't use it also because I can never tell if the if the intelligent high beam is gonna blind someone on the road. And then the delayed headlight off. I haven't tried this one yet, but it says that when your headlight switches on auto, the headlights will turn off when the engine is off also. I feel like the car already does this even with the feature disabled, but I still need to test that out. Then let's move to door locking settings. Okay, so the remote unlock is when you unlock the doors using your keys. There's an option for all doors to unlock and for the main driver door only. The auto door unlock right here is when the door unlocks when you turn off the engine. It makes it easier for most of the time. Eliminates one thing you need to do after you turn the engine off. But there are situations where this could be potentially dangerous. Then you have the smart active unlocking and smart active lock. This is where the doors automatically unlock and lock whenever the keys are near or far. Kind of annoying and also potentially dangerous, so I just leave it disabled and unlock from my keys. And then the backdoor sensor is the proximity sensor setting for the lift gate. You have three options. One option gives beeping sound and red lights before it opens, and then one option gives only red flashing lights before the lift gate opens, and then the other one is to disable it. So there are 4 beeps or 4 flashes before the lift gate opens, so you can still react before unintentionally opening it. It's helpful most of the time, but the lift gate can open and hit a ceiling or something when unintentionally opened because of the proximity sensor. So test it out and be cautious about where you park. Okay, so just put only on. And then the lock the car automatic door. This one, pretty self-explanatory. Automatically closes the sunroof window. Just take note that it only closes the window and not the cover, just the glass. So remember to close the covers too when parking with no roof, especially on hot days. And then this last one, the electric door handle. I haven't experienced it yet, so I need an explanation on that one as well. Please leave it on the comment section if you have experience with that. And then the rear view mirror, it automatically folds and unfolds the side mirrors right there when you lock and unlock the car. So I turn it off just because there are times when I unlock the car and I just have to get something inside, but I don't necessarily intend to leave. Next is the other accessories, the auto wiper. As far as I know, this is the auto wiper feature on the auto wiper gear right there. But I don't know why it also has a separate enabler right here. And then the wiper maintenance mode, I think this is just made for when you want to clean or replace your wiper, because when you press the settings button right here, your wiper changes position like so. So it goes to that position, I think, because it makes it easier for you to clean it or change the rubbers on it, right? And then when you press it again, it goes back. Okay, and then mobile phone wireless charging enable, pretty self-explanatory. And then the asterisk keys on the steering wheel. This is that one. There are other options right here, but I just use the one-click sport because for me that's the most useful out of all the options, especially when I need to overtake on the road. And then let's go to AC seat settings. Fan speed of auto mode. So this is when you start the car remotely using your keys. The AC will start at high as well. And then this option, FRS REC auto mode, it says that the car will cycle through inner and outer loop. So these are actually the options. I don't know how the car determines when to cycle inner loop or outer loop of the air, but I turned it off just because of the air quality on the roads and in the cities in the Philippines. It can get the smell can get pretty overwhelming at sometimes. And then the aircon self-cleaning option right here. If ever you've turned off your car and you've heard some loud air noises coming from the hood, this is that feature. Then the unlock active ventilation. I personally haven't tried this option yet, but apparently you can ventilate the car using your keys. So let me know if there's anyone here that has tried it out. And then the screen settings, pretty self-explanatory as well, so I'll let you guys fiddle with that. The meter brightness settings, take note, you can only adjust this when the low beam is turned on. So as you can see, I can't do anything about it. But if I set the low beam on manually, I can now adjust it. Okay. And then lastly, the system settings. This is where you can change the time and date. Basic. Then this is a factory reset button, I think, that I don't want to try. And then the basic vehicle information and language settings. And there you have it.